Yo, guys, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's the kid, it's the kid, it's the kid, it's the kid, it's the kid. We are just a few days away until the start of the season. It is almost among us. It is almost among us. And Arsenal's start to their treble dream begins on Friday. The start of the treble dream begins on Friday, where we shall all tune in to see Gabriel Jesus drop a four-piece on Palace and Arteta lead the boys to glory, man. So, guys, look, I'll tell you what's going to be popping up on the show, man. We're going to talk about La Cucurella. On his way to Chelsea, it seems to almost be done. Frank de Jong says, United, stop calling him, piss off. I don't want anything apart from you, and stop leaving Fergie and his freaking Zimmer frame near my freaking house. I don't want you guys. But if Chelsea say what's up, I want that blue love. I want that blue love. But Bernardo Silva to Barca. Barca fans keep telling me that if they sell Frankie, they have money to pull another magical Disney Plus lever to create money to get Bernardo Silva. I say that's cap, but we're going to talk about it. Pogba, bro. Pogba says that he's not going to get surgery. He's not going to get surgery because he wants to make the World Cup. And I think, because I have a take that may be unpopular, because I actually defend his decision. While many people don't, because they say you've already won the World Cup. But I want us to really talk about that whole thing of Pogba saying he needs to make a World Cup. And he doesn't want to have surgery, which could pretty much lessen his career. But I've got an important take. And Alexis Sanchez. What happens to Sanchez? His contract he mutually terminated his contract with Inter Milan. But I want this to be much more of a retrospective of how did this guy go from Sanchez to literally being a Class B brick? Where did this all go wrong for this Chilean one-man wrecking ball man? So guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new. If there's anything you want to add to the show, as long as you're not English Talents FC, Daddy Oos, or a freaking creepy weirdo, feel free to send in that super chat. We call them dubs up in this piece. Those dubs help you to put jersey in the rafters and help you to give you that 24/7 football content, 100% crackini. So guys, man, I'm going to ask you, do you guys watch Expressions and Rants?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know whether it was Expressions or Rants. One of them came up with Stiftiano Conaldo. Bro.
It has to be Expressions.
No, but Rants comes up with also some pretty good stuff. But basically, both of them, because you know they're actually brothers in real life.
Rants is hilarious, man.
Rants the older brother.
Yeah. Rants is the older one. Yeah. No,
I was watching streams. His streams are funny.
No, because those guys, because those guys are just cool. They just say it as it is. But because I was watching their thing yesterday, and bro, the amounts of one-liners these guys just spew and so forth. Like these guys they're actually like a comedy act duo about it. It's freaking crazy. Eric, why are you hiding, bro? I don't want to see Raheem standing up with that piece.
Easy. I'm doing some stuff. I'll get back to you.
He's finding his headphones for.
He's linking up his sources as we speak.
No. Don't show me those headphones, man. Don't show me those headphones, please. I beg you. All right, guys. Let's because I want to build up with things. So let's do this one first. So, Cucurella. Let me actually first. I want to come to Smoke with this. So, Smoke. I mean, are you sad you didn't get Cucurella because you're saying that Ricardo? I didn't crack a joke.
You're not even saying his name right.
Oh, Cucurella.
Yeah.
Okay, Smoke. Are you sad that you didn't get La Cucaracha, la, because you said you're not going to go above 40 mil?
It's actually a funny one, right? Because normally the consensus against City is that we overpay for players, right? And in the instances that we actually don't, everyone is on our back. I agree with the valuation, right? At the end of the day, we're buying him for reinforcement, right? Defensively, I feel he's a very good player. But were we willing to spend 50 for him? I don't think so, right? And one thing I know is City is that one team that they were always willing to walk away, and we've seen countless of times. Even if it's 5 million, 10 million, we'll walk away if we feel as if the other team is trying to screw us over. I'm sad because it's a player who's played in the Premier League, quite good on the ball. He's from La Masia, so he has that know-how of how to maneuver the ball. But at the end of the day, I feel as if he'll actually be better for Chelsea, right?
Oh,
Because
we need all the players that we could get, bro.
from
We
what I
need
hear,
everybody.
he can also play as a left-sided centre back. So it's what it is. I feel as if we will get someone else. So
Wait, Smoke, hold on. What do you mean? See, okay, Smoke. What do you mean by you'll get someone else? Smoke. Have you've been here in this channel long enough, so you know what dud means. You know what dud means.
yes,
Keep that team. Stop buying players. It's fine. Now win with that team. Why should you keep on buying players? If Pep is so good and City is so good, don't buy any more players. Roll
we
with these
sold
guys.
we
And let's
sold
see what could
our
happen.
we sold our backup. We sold Zini, so we're replacing Zini. So that we're buying an extra player.
But I'm saying that why not make it hard for yourself and see whether you can still ride with the players that you have.
Because we don't want to give Klopp life. The same way Poch done. We don't want to be those guys who give Klopp life.
Eric, La Cucaracha, happy? Joyce? Oh wow, nice. Let there be light.
Yeah, I thought I should turn on the lights here. I
Happy?
have
Joyous?
no comment.
Easy coming.
Let him put up the shirt first, and then I
Oh.
can talk.
Eric Romano, relax. Look. Okay, you know what? It's true. Let me actually be real. Let me not even say it's like it's a done deal because let me not even go like that. So, if
Things
he
are
was to
happening.
come, if he was to come like IF, a big I, big F, if he was to come, how good of a signing would this be if it were to happen? Assuming it doesn't happen. So, in an alternate universe, if it was to happen,
It's the wrong side. We need a right wing back. So
wait, so,
yeah,
so,
look,
so,
it's a good signing. It's a good
so,
signing, but
wait, so we still have Emerson.
yeah,
So who's the backup right dude then for Reese?
Aspen.
And this guy can't play on the right. He can only play on the left.
No, he can't
Left.
play on the right.
You see, because I was saying to myself, but okay, so because my thing is okay, back up to children. I said, okay, wait, because Emerson is still there, and then it goes to the right side. I said, okay, bro, Azpilicueta, anything beyond the halfway line, his mind goes blank. So Chelsea need like a marauding right back in the same vein of Reece James. So, like, it's good to have quality. But my thing though is, okay, you get him there, it's cool. If Chilwell goes down, even if Chilwell doesn't go down, you have guys who are competing. But what if Reece James goes down? And also, Eric, what if Azpilicueta ends up going to Barcelona? Unless Tuchel is not going to send him to Barcelona, he's still staying.
He's staying. He's not going anywhere, even though he should leave. Like, I still have a problem with a club captain who wants to leave, to be honest. But at least we don't have to talk about that yet. So we don't have to have the conversation about who should be the club captain. But for me, whether he stays or leaves, we have a problem.
Wait, Eric, your mic sounds a bit robotic. I don't know why. There's a bit of a connection thing. I don't know what's happening. So okay, let me come to Ricardo now. Come back to you, Ricardo. La cucaracha, la 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 la.
Mark Cucurella, I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Ooh, okay, Peru, man, relax, Latino. Okay,
basic Spanish.
Habla español, español. Ole.
I gotta warn you about a couple things about this player. Okay, he is a former Barcelona youth player. Okay, you have to have that in mind. So you better hope he doesn't perform at an exceptional level, because Jordi Alba and Marcos Alonso are near the same age, and they're eventually going to get too old to be on the first team. And that's when you pull someone like this guy, Mark Cucurella, back to Barcelona, and we're going to steal another player. I'm letting you know ahead of time. So when the time comes and he succeeds at London Blues, you don't get upset, and then you hate my club again.
Wait, so they're basically marinating the meal.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what they're doing. You know, they're developing him, let him get used to a high footballing class. Okay, the guy is good.
Wait, Ricardo, stop. What's it called? Siéntate. does it make you proud that you support a club that steals other people's players?
Yes, I did. Because we're saving money. We're letting Tommy Tooks
So
do the scouting for
you
us.
support thieving. So you support thieving.
I support the ends justifies the means. All right. So, and at the end of the day, you guys are being used. Now, I believe he's a good player, solid left back. He can defend well. He's not too bad going forward. I never watched him for Brighton, but I do remember watching him for Getafe, and he's very aggressive. So go figure why he actually fit in that team. I actually think he fits Chelsea's team more so than Pep's for two reasons. One, I just don't see him playing under Pep Guardiola. Like, I don't think that's his style of football personally. I think he is very good defensively. I think for Chelsea that's a better fit for him. And the second thing is that Cucurella is actually racist.
Yes, I know. Yes.
So
what's it called? Militao.
Yeah. So it fits perfectly with the culture of Chelsea Football Club. So I think
because it was like shout out to I think it was Ralph, Chelsea fan. He said, like, bro, I don't want this guy at my club. And I showed this to Ralph. I said, Ralph, you do realize that we had a guy called John Terry, who people still call captain, leader, adulterer, legend, and so forth. So
yeah, so I think he fits right in personally, like his personality and his actual playing style. I think it's gonna be a good signing for Chelsea. So we'll see what he does.
Yes, yeah.
I rate this player a lot. What a signing for Chelsea Football Club. I mean, Luis Suarez is a racist too, so it seems like if you want to be a great footballer, you might as well be racist, right? I don't know.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. John Terry. I mean, a lot of great players. Anyways, I mean, okay. That being said, I don't know. It's part of the game apparently. Whatever.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Just keep going. Right.
Yeah, I feel like the more I talk, the more I'm like.
yeah. As I said, keep talking.
No. I rate this player highly. Like, this is a signing. Cucurella was cooking, bro. He was cooking. He was one of Brighton's best players, and Brighton played 10 times better football than Chelsea Football Club. Brighton play a type of football that Chelsea can dream of. Let's be real out here. Like, Chelsea don't play the way Brighton plays. Shout out to Graham Potter, England. By the way, guys, shout out to England women, bro. Shout out to England women, man. They make the country proud, man. And then, by the way, guess who scored the first goal? A United player. So it is what it is. United out here carrying the women's team as well.
Had to win it.
Okay. Anyways, Dan Smoke. Moving on. No. I mean, finally, Chelsea are getting a player, guy. Oh, come on, like, Chelsea Football Club. This has been one of the most embarrassing, things. Like, this transfer is totally embarrassing. You finally got a player. You finally, and the only reason
no. Unless until the Chelsea jersey is drawn, you don't want to start.
You know what is? You guys think Don Smoke and his club. If it wasn't for them not willing to pay that extra money, you guys would not have gotten this guy. So basically, you're getting a player that was rejected by Manchester City. So literally, Chelsea are getting the rejects of Man City, i.e. Sterling, i.e. Cucurella, i.e. potentially almost Nathan Ake. I mean, that's just what you are. You just like one
coming from a United fan.
I mean, we get rejected by Frankie de Jong. You guys get rejected by Premier League players. Imagine Premier League players don't have a lot of places to go. I mean, listen, Rafinha had nowhere to, like, he's plays for Leeds. How dare he say no to Chelsea? I mean, I don't get it. You get rejected by Premier League players, bro. Premier League players, bro. At least we get rejected by dudes from overseas, people, foreigners. You guys are getting rejected in home, in your own crib. That's insane, bro. Like, England. It's Chelsea a big club or not?
Okay, fine. Let's get his dose.
I don't get it, man.
Arsenal seal winners 23-24. Cucurella is a proper Chelsea player. His comment, okay, again, well, from what Ricardo said, yeah, look, bloody
HH, face it. You
Michael
should put a
talks,
racist cut.
shut up, yes, shut up. Michael talks football. Todd Bowley is playing darts at this point. Links to all sorts of players, no planning. Now you signed the Aston Villa midfielder as well.
Yeah, where did that come from?
West London Blues. Oh, no, wait. Yes, yeah, let Todd cook. Let Todd cook his meal.
What is he cooking? It
Let
stinks.
him cook his meal.
It stinks.
But before I go to the next one, Eric, what are your thoughts on Chelsea signing a racist player? Eric Bloom.
Sorry?
What are your thoughts on Chelsea signing a racist player?
This is the heritage of Chelsea football.
Ricardo,
club.
can you show me?
Eric.
Thank you. Eric, what are your thoughts on Chelsea signing a racist player?
I don't know about these stories about.
So there's a
I don't
video
watch
when
it,
he played for. There's a video. Eric. Okay, I'm telling you right now, Eric. This is your club. Eric, I'm talking about your club. Eric, let me land. There is a video when he played for Getafe and he called Militao a monkey, and it was not followed up. So Eric, what do you have to say about a racist player playing for your club?
He doesn't play for my club. He's a Brighton player. So I don't know what you're asking me.
Zoteng TV. Shout out to Zoteng TV. I'm ashamed to say Man United, that's Bournemouth's piece of crap club that is good for nothing and stinks of crap, are done as a club. How can a bench licker like Dean Henderson have the audacity to criticize my club? I blame Gollum. Yeah, so do you have any response to a United fan insulting his own club?
No, I agree with Zoteng TV. I blame Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is his fault.
Wait, no, hold up. Weren't you twerking for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer like Maria Gigelli?
Listen, HH, you need to understand something, okay? When a club legend is in control of your football club, you lose all rationale. That's the reality of being a fan. And look at Ricardo twerking for Xavi right now. Everything that Xavi says, bro, he's literally,
all right, good, good. Thank you. David C. Any deal Chelsea make, Barca, obviously with popcorn. De Jong, no. We're going to get to... David, hold up. We're going to get to De Jong because it's actually... We're building up. We're going to get it. But we're going to talk about Frankie. We're going to talk about rank, the rank kid. What's the hype about Endrick? Is he the next Neymar? He's Brazilian. Also, I'm saying he's Brazilian. He's young. People are talking about him. And so I'm thinking...
Eric, kid's really good. This kid's really good. He's really, really good.
HH, are we going to talk about Ricky?
What the hell?
Bro, what?
That's how he looks at girls when he approaches them.
Ricardo, relax. No. Eric, are we getting the next Neymar?
No.
Whoa, Eric, wait, you just have to answer that.
Shout out to Eric, man. Shout out to Eric.
Eric says no, then there's a possibility.
No.
Yeah.
So, Eric, you're not excited about Endrick, who is a highly touted Brazilian teenager?
No.
And who? And
wait,
what?
can Eric? So, Eric, why aren't you excited? Why not?
He's just a fatter Gabriel Jesus, to be honest.
He's I need players who are ready now.
Eric, he's Brazilian and he's a sensation. Eric, what if you could have the next Neymar? You wouldn't be excited?
No, that's just hype.
HH, you know what I had last night for dinner?
I don't want to know.
Pizza.
I don't want to know.
No, what type of pizza? Domino's.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right. So, shout out to You're a Moron. Oh, but wait, what kind of API is that? Is that Cristiano?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Mike. I'm not saying your whole name, you bloody idiot. That random Spanish left back is mid. Ainsworth 50 mil. But it is what it is. It is what it is. John Terry, proud to be white. Koulibaly added another K to have 26 hashed. Okay, all right, thank you, bloody moron.
So what is it?
Casey, you're getting Kyle Walker Peters, Spurs reject. Eric, can you please tell this hater Casey that we're not getting Kyle Walker Peters?
We're getting Kyle Walker Peters. 100%.
He's a good player though. Like Kyle Walker Peters is a good player.
He's amazing, fantastic.
Yeah, I mean I like Kyle Walker Peters, bro.
Didn't Spurs sell him?
Yeah.
No,
hold on, Eric. I sense sarcasm in your voice. I think ever since the exposure season, you're sort of. I'm sensing vibes. You know?
No. Kyle Walker Peters is world class, and we're going to sign him. 100%. You heard it here first.
Smoke, can you understand what's happening? I mean, Smoke, I'm confused. Has Eric lost his marbles, or what's happening here?
No, I feel as if he lost some of his sources, so he's getting new information.
All right, okay. What's it called? All right, let's. No, oh yes, yeah. So yes, you think you're cool, yeah? Yes, you think you're cool. Yes,
What?
yeah.
What I do?
No. Yes, you think you're cool. Yes, you think you're cool. Yes, you think you're cool. Yes, hold up. Check this out. Yo, yes, you there, bro? Yes, check this out. Yo, Eric, are you ready? Are you ready? So watch. You know, like Usher's video. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Yes, yeah. What's that? Yo. Yeah, check this out. Yes, yeah. What was that? Oh! What's that? Ow! MJ, Michael Jackson. Woo! Now, yes, yeah. You have been spending years upon years trying to sell De Jong. Yes, do you know what they told me? It's Man United, Fergie, biggest club in the world, popularity. Terry Flores, my brother in arms, my Caucasian brother in arms, he said that United have the most tweets and impressions on social media. Hence, when people want to go to them and so forth, I was like, okay, Terry, you're the dude, you're that guy. He's gonna go. Yes, yeah. I think we entered the chat.
Okay.
Yes, Saeed. Shush. I think we entered the chatting. We entered the chatting because yes, yeah, your guy. What's his name? Gary Neville. You know who Gary Neville is? Yes, don't
Yeah.
Gaz. No.
Yeah,
See, I call him Gaz. Do you know what Gaz said? Gaz went to Miami. Shout out to my Latina girls in Miami. I'm coming for you, baby. Miami Beach, let's go. So he went to Miami, and Gaz said that his sources told him that if Frankie is to leave Barcelona, can I get a C? Can I get an H? E, L? Can I get an S? Can I get an E? Can I get an A? What does that spell? Eric, what does that spell? Eric, what does that spell?
Sources.
I'm not excited about De Jong. Sorry, I'm not interested.
You know, see, Eric is a reasonable Chelsea fan. So look, HH, you know, let me tell you a quick story, right? So there's a football club named Chelsea, right? Chelsea lost their They lost their daddy, right? Roman Abramovich. They got a dude named Todd B. So
Yes,
Todd
yeah.
B. So
What?
Todd B.
No.
Hold on, let me learn.
Yes,
let me
your
learn.
mic is ripping my ears open. I'm trying to tell you, but we keep going, man. And now I can't hear you because you just pressed mute on the whole thing.
HH, can I learn, please? Can I learn?
Go for it.
Wait, is your mic connected to your glasses?
So Todd B, poor guy, know nothing about football, fired everyone because he was trying to be a big dude, right? Went up to Laporta, and in a matter of months, Laporta turned him into his side piece. Now Laporta is asking, listen, bro, this dude freaking Dion don't want to leave. Can you pay me 85 mil? You know what Todd B is saying? Okay, daddy. That's what he's saying. Todd B is Laporta's side piece. That's what he is. Whatever Laporta says, Todd B does. Todd B said, Laporta says, give me Kunde. Todd B says, okay. Laporta says, give me Rafina. He said,
Yes.
if you want to pay 85 million.
Yes, the mic is trash.
your mic is
Yes,
bad,
the
bro.
mic is bad.
Is it bad?
It's bad. It's bad. Like I think you have to. There's a connection thing or something. I don't know what's happening in Canada or something. So just try and connect. Let me come to Smoke. If Chelsea make a bid for Frankie, is this going to be a very embarrassing episode for United and their entire fan base?
Man, I don't know how many times Terry has signed with De Jong. Like, I'm tired of him being signed.
Smoke.
It seems
Terry has signed De Jong at least 3 or 4 times. At least it's been a done deal at least 3 or 4 times.
It seems at this point that if you guys sign De Jong, it's probably on loan from United. They've already signed him, right? No. It's sad. Like it's sad. But the funny thing is, I was even saying it on a space earlier. Shout out to Laporta. That guy is a proper con man. I feel as if this whole thing is not even to sell De Jong, it's just to get him to reduce his wages. Right.
Yes.
So, hence, I won't be shocked if at the end he just ends up reducing his wages, because that seems to be the ploy. Because the thing is this: these guys, Barca and United, agreed a fee like 6 weeks ago. Before you even signed Sterling, they agreed a fee. You've now signed Koulibaly, and you might even sign Cucurella, and this thing is still lagging. I feel as if it's just, and the fact that they took him on tour and played him, because that they risk him getting injured. If you're gonna sell a player, you're not gonna play him, right? The fact that they're playing him, it means that they're not really wanting him to go, but they're just trying to find a way of pushing him into a corner where he feels as if he has no options. So
that's not true, but okay.
No, but Smoke, hold up. Let you Smoke.
Can you guys hear
Let
me
me
now?
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Yes, shh. Let me get Smoke. What if Chelsea give him the exact salary that he wants and exact money that he wants? Do you still feel he will then push
actually,
to?
they were quoting 550,000 euros per
if
week.
you give him his salary, he's the highest paid player at your club.
Why would Chelsea
Like midfielder in the world? Forget club.
Why would
Forget
Chelsea?
club.
No, man, come on.
So it's gonna be 400. It's actually 450,000 pounds per week.
That's
what
not true,
United
is it?
are willing
Remember,
to
you
pay.
don't have Abramovich money no more, so
Yeah, you don't have that
So
either.
I don't see it. The thing is, I think for Chelsea, with signing Sterling, making him already your highest paid player, then bringing De Jong, who's gonna earn way more than him, and especially the issue is it sets the wrong precedence for what Bowley's trying to do, whereby you're trying to restructure your wage bill. But you bidding for him makes it much more interesting, because now we're gonna find out the truth. If it was really United, because at the moment we don't know who's lying, because someone is lying. But if Chelsea comes in, now we're gonna know the truth of, does he want to stay or is he rejecting United?
I don't know why Hitch is pretending.
No. Okay, Eric. Before I come to Eric, let me say a question. Eric, Frankie, Kante, Kovacic, 4-3-3. Eric, talk to me.
Where's Jorginho?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is my mic? Do I sound okay?
Your mic sounds as crystal clear as a daisy from.
Don't finish. Look, HH. Should I be honest or should I pretend?
Eric, honesty is the
about time
key
you
to
start being
life.
honest.
Lie to me, Eric.
Eric, I want truth. Truth to me. Give me that truth pill. Give me the red pill. I don't want the blue pill. Give me the red pill, Eric.
What I'm gonna say is gonna shock you, and
God.
Everybody just get ready. This is gonna be this might be a hot take for some people, but this is a fact, okay?
Okay.
We don't need the young. We already have somebody better.
Who is?
And you know who I'm talking about.
Kovacic?
J5. J5.
Thank
Tell
you.
him J5.
Eric, I beg you. Eric,
Thank
please. Eric, I'm begging you. Eric, please.
I said give Eric his
I'm
headset back. Please give him his headset back.
Eric, I'm begging you. Eric, no. You can't say?
No. De Jong is not
Cocaine Gallagher.
Eric, I'm begging
No,
Eric on
no.
live television. You're not telling me that Jorginho is better than Frankie De Jong.
Yes. Jorginho is better than De Jong. Facts.
Thought you were gonna say Cocaine Gallagher.
Eric,
And let's not pretend like-
Eric, how and why? How and why?
Okay,
Streets.
okay,
Please
okay.
respond to those things. Streets, talk to me. Streets, talk to me.
Civil
Eric, how?
War.
I don't even want to focus on that, but look, you don't like De Jong, so I don't know why you're wanting that Chelsea. Why are you pretending?
No. Oh, no. Eric, hold up. I don't think Frank De Jong is as good as people make him out to be. I would never say he's trash. He's good. He's a quality player. Eric, Frank De Jong in his double pivot, as opposed to that overrated piece of crap, Jorginho, that has cost us several games. Of course I'm taking Frank De Jong. Eric,
No.
you can't tell me that Frankie in a double pivot with Kante and Kovacic as a attacking midfielder in a 4-3-3, Eric, that's soft. That's Salini.
Look,
Rick.
we have. Okay, let me just. I'm not gonna try to be disrespectful to De Jong because I actually rate De Jong, unlike some people.
No,
I
you
actually give
don't.
him credit, and I think he's a top player. But let's be honest, man. We don't need De Jong. De Jong is okay. He's a younger version. Maybe he's a little bit faster than Jorginho. That's it for me. I don't think there's a huge gap there. There's a huge improvement in the team. And then when you put the wages with it as well, it's just crazy. Is De Jong twice the player Jorginho is to be getting twice as much? I don't think he is. I don't. You know.
Ricardo, what do you think about the Frank as a Barcelona fan?
To be honest, I'm here more for the spectacle. So if he goes to Chelsea, it would actually be a fat ass L on United because it
Ricardo, why
was
are you
never.
lying right now? You want Bernardo? Be honest.
No, it's
Yes, yeah, we'll get
that's
to
not
Bernardo.
what.
Just shush.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. But that's not even the point. I've said it from the start that I'll be sad if the guy leaves because he genuinely wants to be here. Right? I'd rather have a player that's actually committed to the club because he's actually going to try to be better. You don't know what you're going to get when someone like Bernardo. What if he doesn't fit? What if he doesn't work? I don't know. I'm not doubting his qualities. It could work. It's probably more likely that he will work than he won't. But regardless if we lose Frankie, I think in the eyes of most people, we're going to be getting a better player in return. So is it really an L? Not really. At the end of the day, we're going to end up with a quality player regardless. But for me, it's more like if he goes to Chelsea, then it was always probably about Champions League football. It was, and not even Ten Hag could have persuaded him to go to Manchester United. So,
but Ricardo, how bad is this? How bad would it be for United?
Oh,
for chasing this player for this long and they lose out to Chelsea.
It would be disastrous because they've spent the better part of a month and a half chasing a player who, through all the reports, said that he's coming, and then Barcelona, he doesn't want to leave because of deferred salaries, blah blah blah. And then the first week or two that he's linked with another club, he ends up jumping ship. So it was never really about deferred salaries. This is clearly English media damage control. But look, we'll see how it unfolds. I still don't believe he's going to leave Barcelona because as much as Chelsea may be desirable for him, majority of things said that he wants to stay in Barcelona rather than him not wanting to go to Manchester United. Although both have been said, I'm more likely to believe that he prefers to stay in Barcelona. So maybe, I don't think it's just footballing reasons either. I think it's a lifestyle decision as well. And plus, if he goes to Chelsea, he highly doubt he's going to get paid what he gets paid at Barcelona. So, we'll see how it unfolds, but it's going to be funny, to be honest.
I have a question.
Wasn't he house hunting in Manchester? I heard he was looking for a house in Manchester.
Yeah.
Lies.
Listen,
yes,
I have a question.
What's trash do you want to say?
If you would actually 2 questions. Would you like to sell? Would you like to actually get De Jong as a half hope? Would you like De Jong at Chelsea?
I wouldn't mind Frankie De Jong. I'm not starving for him. I'm desperate for Neymar. I want Neymar. That's the guy that I desperately want. But I'm not desperate for Frankie De Jong. But if he was made available, and Chelsea are not overspending for him, so they're now funds to now get what Chelsea really need, which is an attacker and a backup right back. Let's do it.
So, would you be happy with a De Jong, Jorginho pivot?
Yes, I said De Jong, Kante, Kovacic. What's about that? It's like,
okay? Because
is there like a nuclear warhead stuck in your ear or something?
No. But then, I know half hope. I know how the universe works in terms of half hope. The moment you guys sign De Jong, you'll be so happy. You post a video, you'll be clowning United. Then, 24 hours later, N'Golo Kante just signed for Man United. And you're like, oh my God, what's going on? And then now you have Jorginho and De Jong as your pivot.
What trash are you saying? Wait, hold on. Yes, where the hell did that crap come from?
Bro, there's no smoke without fire. There's a lot of rumors out there that Kante, they want to move on Kante, and United are interested. So this is not the first time. This is not the first time you saw the Chelsea. You guys like Matic. It'll be like a Matic all over again. selling to United. So
Well, it's not like Matic, is it? Matic is completely different scenario. I mean, I don't know why you want to compare it with Matic. It's not even closely related at all. You know,
okay,
Mourinho was at United when Matic. I mean, I don't understand what you're trying to. Kante is not for sale. He's not going anywhere.
that's not true.
Kante is going to retire at Chelsea.
Okay, that's not true. But okay,
Well, it is true.
Kante
Look.
is not for. He's the heart. Wait. How can you see? There are two players who are not for sale. Kante, Reece James.
that's a lie. They're both for selling. They're
Loke
both for
and
leave.
Rigi are not for sale.
And
There
Mount.
is no amount of money you can bid for either Reece James or Kante. That those are the guys that are untouchable. Everyone else, name your price.
To you,
Those guys,
but
there
not
is
to
no
Chelsea.
price.
See, this is one thing.
Yes,
you need to,
there is no price you can pay
Nah,
for either
HG
Kante or Reece James. There's no
you need
price.
to realize there's players that you rate that for whatever reason Chelsea don't rate, and there's players that you don't rate for whatever reason Chelsea rates. I.e., Mason Mount. He's the face of the club. That's what he is. He's untouchable.
Look, I don't know why
let's-
people are so obsessed with Mount. HH, you need to, I don't know.
Let's get
You're obsessed,
his dubs. Daddy Oos says Chelsea should get a Nigerian
What?
goalie, a young, experienced veteran. Okay. Actually, Eric, what's your take on the goalkeeper that Chelsea bought from Chicago Fire?
I have no take. How old is he? 17? 18?
Eric, who
I mean,
cares?
what do you want me to say, man?
Eric, who cares? Eric,
AJ,
they said here we go. Here we go. They actually tweeted here we go for some guy from Chicago Fire.
AJ, is he not a baseball player? That guy.
Smoke. Rodrigo Rodas. Kyle Walker-Peters looks like Eddie Griffin. Yeah, slightly. He does. So slightly. No. Look, yeah, he does. Slightly. He does look like Eddie Griffin. Daddy Oos. Chelsea signed Cinderella. Let's laugh at them. Daddy Oos, let's laugh at you and let's find your parents, bro. Daddy Oos, I told again, let's find your real parents. And I can help you. Find your real parents, bro. DX Fan 700, thank you for the dub, DX Fan, Football Hot member. These guys hate on Chelsea so much. It's called envy. Chelsea is the most successful club in England in the past. So wait, can you listen? So Smoke, Yassier, Ricardo, and the streets. Can you just listen to this, please? Thank you. Chelsea is the most successful club in England in the past 20 years. 2 UCLs, technically 3, 2 EPLs, 2 Europa Leagues in the past decade.
That's supposed to impress me.
Hate is real.
Ram tax.
Eric, it's envy, isn't it? Envy. Eric, it's envy.
You're
Yeah,
nothing
exactly.
but that, Daddy. So
You know, like if you're not hated, you're not doing something right. If you're hated, you're doing something right.
no one cares about Chelsea.
Casey, shut up, man. Casey, 4 a.m. EST notification. Bro, the amount of times that I've seen that tweeted out and everything, I'm like, how could you have a done deal like 4 times in the space of like a month or something?
It's much more complete each time, yeah.
David C. Chelsea, please do this deal after Lukaku. I dare you. Wait, which is he talking about the whole Frankie deal? Look, David, worry about your club United, bro. Just worry about your club United. Paul Kickley, thank you very much, Paul. HH, it is very sexist to not have a post-match reaction to the Women's Euros final. Some of these chicks are spicy, and I mean that footballistically. Paul, I don't think this is the time for me to go into this in detail, but all I can say is women's football is growing, it's going places, and I wish it all the luck in the world.
HH,
Ricardo,
I don't know
very
why.
careful here. Ricardo,
No.
careful.
I just don't know
Ricardo,
why
be very careful.
Wait. I just don't know why people complain. Like everybody here knows that you're a notorious misogynist. So,
wait, okay. So Paul Kickley again. HH, open up an X Files on Eric. Why? What do you want an X Files on Eric, man? Oh, come on, man. Eric is alright, man. It's just that I have to now, Darth Vader. De Jong is better than J5. Centre back, defensive midfielder, CM, attacking midfielder.
Just sell a J5 to us, please. Give us J5. I'll take J5.
You're being a hater, man.
Bro, I'll take J5.
Jax 107. Do you think Javi will win trophies if silver comes? Jax, I'll come back to this when we talk about the silver thing. I'll come back to this. Casey, Neymar doesn't want to join Hillary Clinton's. Okay, see, man. DX fan 700. Kante to United. This dude is on the 80s crack. Yes, yeah. Why the hell would Kante? Look at me. Yes, think about it. Kante is a Premier League winner, FA Cup winner, World Cup winner, Champions League winner. Why the hell would he take a step down to United?
Because Chelsea don't appreciate him. I don't think Chelsea appreciate
Of course Chelsea do.
No,
man.
they
Get that out of
don't.
here.
Let's be honest. Mason Mount is the face of the club. Jorginho won the UEFA Player of the Year.
Wait,
Ballon
Eric.
d'Or, future Ballon d'Or.
Yes, shush. Wait, Eric, what's that photo behind you? Can you just move your head?
This.
Yeah,
this
there's that photo here.
It's only happened there last year, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Did you draw that?
Actually, no,
Are you an artist?
Eric, easy. Smoke may have some PTSD.
No, you
Smoke may
painted
have
that.
some
That's not real, is it?
PTSD. He may have some
No, it's a
PTSD.
painting. Yeah, obviously, it's a painting. Yeah, I'm an
It's
amazing
a painting,
painter.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I painted it myself. Yeah.
Okay, so let's now. I know who want to comment this with it. So, Smoke. This is what I've been told. If we sell Frankie de Jong, we have the money to get Bernardo Silva. The number I'm hearing through the grapevine is 80 mil. Realistically speaking, do you believe that under any circumstance where there is time ticking before the end of the transfer window, Pep Guardiola would actually allow who I believe his best player, Bernardo Silva, to leave and to go to Barcelona?
I don't think it's more of allow, but it's more of concede to the fact that, because remember, last season he wanted to leave, right? And he was told bring a reasonable offer and you go through. So it's more of him and his agent would have been given the conditions of the exit. Like, okay, if you can meet these numbers, then we are in tune. We're okay with making. But I think there'll be a caveat in saying that you can only do so with X amount of weeks remaining in the window. So you give us enough time to find a replacement. So if there's still time in the window, right? I think that will be the key thing. If there's enough time.
I was hearing Paqueta is the possible replacement.
From what I would say that the closest thing, even though it's not close, is Fabian Ruiz from Napoli.
Eric, I want him, man. Eric, he's nice. Fabian Ruiz is nice. He's nice.
Fabian Ruiz, I would say, is the closest to what Bernardo does. So, and him being Spanish, I think Paqueta is normally a smokescreen. One thing I've learned about City is they normally give you a smokescreen when they're chasing someone. They'll have someone who they'll use so just so people don't really know who the target is. But Pep being Spanish, I'm sure and Napoli play a similar possession-based system to us. And Fabian Ruiz, since the Serie days.
Sorry, Smoke. Is he a midfield? I think he's a midfielder, right? Sorry.
Who Ruiz?
Yeah.
He's a midfielder.
Midfielder is creative midfielder for Napoli.
No, he's an 8.
He's an 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thought it was
Eric. He would be great. Eric, he'd be nice. He'd be nice in that midfield.
No, he's okay. He's a good player, but I don't know, man. Is he City level? I don't know if he is, man.
No, I'm saying he has the technique, right? He's press resistant. Doesn't have the legs as Bernardo. I think that's the only question whereby because the thing is, realistically, I see us actually playing a pivot this year with Haaland. We'll play a 4-2-3-1 with De Bruyne as a 10. So I think they're gonna, and that's one of the reasons why we bought Phillips, right? So I think they're gonna try and find someone who's as technically good to play next to Rodri. And for me, I think Ruiz is the closest we can get to replace Bernardo. Paqueta is good attacking wise. You don't want Paqueta with the ball next to your box.
So let's say, if Barca come with a realistic bid, you believe that Silva will go this summer?
He will go if there's enough time in the window to find a replacement, because he will go. Same as last season. He didn't leave last season because I think Milan is the only one who tried to put in a loan, a 2-year loan for with 30 million. If there's an offer, he will go.
Ricardo, what are you saying, man? So before I go to Ricardo, guys, please hit that like button. Hit those like button. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. Please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you, guys. Ricardo, man. Bernardo.
Well, what's the question here?
So it's actually no. Let me even show you because this was from one of the Dubes. Where is this, man? So if Silva comes, does that push you into most likely winning trophies? And how much would you value it, the Silva into that team? Or do you think that perhaps I don't really need him? Because people are saying that, oh no, this is the really big marquee signing.
I think even without the Silva transfer, we're still, at least for me as a fan, I would still expect them to win the domestic double at maximum. Like I said, they're not winning Champions League. Even if they get Bernardo Silva, they are not winning Champions League. I'll say that again. They're not. And there's no jinx or anything, by the way. Like they're generally not winning Champions League.
They're not.
I think this is way too many. Not that it's a wrong thing, like a bad thing to have way too many signings in one transfer because they're all quality players. They're players that are going to improve the team. However, for them to get it right in the first year with all these players and be successful in the Champions League, it's not happening. Especially with a manager of Xavi's experience, it's definitely not happening. Perhaps if this was a top tier elite manager, someone like Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp, perhaps it may do the thing, but it's not going to happen. The thing is that I'm actually looking into the future already, although this season hasn't even started, because there's still going to be a lot of some questions to ask. Some say that PK is not going to be at the club, and let's be honest, PK is going to play. Like there's no way he does not play. He has to play. He's the captain of the team. Busquets, there's a lot of reports suggesting that this is his last season at the club. And Busquets is such a unique player that you can't one-for-one replace him. So with the plethora of midfielders we already have, now you're going to have to start asking the questions, well, who's going to play that position? So that's why getting Silva doesn't necessarily answer any questions because... Pjanic, he's staying just because of Xavi's preference, but they're not going to extend his contract. So, and let's be honest, Pjanic is not going to stay here.
Who's Pjanic?
Miralem Pjanic, the guy who played for Roma.
I don't think United
the guy that played for Roma and Juventus, bro.
He's still playing for Barcelona, though.
Yeah, he came back from loan from a Turkish club. I think it was.
Well, I thought actually he got sold. I thought he got sold.
Well, they were planning to sell him, but that ultimately didn't happen because Xavi said he likes him, so I guess he's staying. But
Xavi likes everyone. He's a liar. So that guy's a pathological liar. He likes everyone.
But my point is, anyways, that even with Sergio Busquets leaving, who's gonna fill that DM spot? You can't play a midfield of Pedri, Gavi, and Bernardo Silva. I'm sorry, that doesn't work.
Maybe
if Bernardo Silva comes to the team, he's a guaranteed starter in my opinion. I can definitely see Busquets obviously starting because let's be honest, he's not going to be benched. Pedri and Bernardo Silva, because Pedri is very similar to Bernardo Silva in the sense of their work rate. They defend a lot. So you kind of have
Ricardo, what about Nico? Isn't he? I heard that he's trying to form Nico into
the thing with Nico. The thing with Nico Gonzalez is that he's a very different type of defensive midfielder compared to Busquets, but he is technically the more natural replacement because he can play as a DM. However, the issue is that there's a lot of competition, and he's most likely not going to play very much. So there's some suggestion that he's going to go out on loan and get minutes. So we don't know, but like I said, it's more about the future. Will they win trophies? Like I said, I completely expect them to win trophies. If not, Xavi's on the hot seat because it's unacceptable to not win a single trophy. Even if you just win Copa del Rey, that's not good enough. To me, the league is the minimum. But yeah, with Bernardo Silva, if he comes, it's because we lost a certain player, a player that didn't fit our club.
So let's say Barca get rid of Frankie de Jong. Do you think that Barca should then go for a Bernardo Silva to sort of replace that midfield sort of going down? Like, what is the kind of thing of okay, we need to get him, or is it okay, no, we can still survive with Pedro's there, Gavi's there, Kessie is there.
The thing
Or
that
is Silva key in terms of what he just brings from a creative level?
perhaps for what Xavi wants, he is essential. That I genuinely think if we do sell Frankie De Jong, then we will go after Bernardo Silva, because I think Barcelona, in a sense, is a happy medium for Bernardo Silva, because it was only last year when Bernardo Silva spoke publicly saying that he wants to go back to Portugal because he was unhappy with COVID, not seeing his family. So it's clear that he's isolated in Manchester. Obviously, Portugal and Spain are neighboring countries, very close, closer, much closer than England is to Portugal. So it's kind of a happy medium where he can be close to his home nation and his family, and play, I guess, still at a top level. But I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up pushing for the move. I always realize that City is a club that doesn't like holding players hostage. If a player wants to leave, then it's in their best interest to what's it called, letting them go, because when clubs like City do that, they actually build a reputation amongst players that they won't hold them captive if they no longer desire to be there. So I think for City, that's actually important for their footballing brand. Uh, but yeah, I think they will pursue him if De Jong leaves. I don't think he's necessary, however, perhaps necessary for for strengthening their likelihood of success. But you have Pedri, you have Busquets, you have Pjanic, you have Kessie, you have Gavi, you have Nico. That's already six midfielders without, not including De Jong and without Bernardo Silva. So technically, they wouldn't need him. They still have quality depth. But Silva going there, I think Silva is undisputed starter in my opinion.
Well, no, but I think you actually make a very good point. I think that is what you have to give credit to Pep for. There isn't like oh my gosh, we can't afford to lose him. See, from my point of view, I still said I wouldn't sell Bernardo Silva if I was Pep. But if Pep is Pep and so forth, I think he'll be like, okay, if we will lose him, I so believe in the sum of all of our parts and what this team can do as a whole. The be-all and end-all is not Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like if there are so many good players and our system involves everyone, that the whole team doesn't crumble. Like, okay, you take Kane out of Tottenham, they're screwed.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. So, yes, Silva, bro.
I said it a long time ago, but you guys never believe me. It's weird. It's like when it comes to Barcelona, I was kind of spot on with everything. I said Koundé became, Rafinha and Dembele both came. Bernardo Silva is going to come. One thing people need to understand is if Barcelona want a player, they're going to get that player. That's just the reality of it. And the thing is, for me, is like I don't believe in this notion. A lot of City fans been pushing that Pep is not going to let Bernardo Silva go. Like, I think there has been discussion, and I think they've agreed that if there's a suitable offer, that he can go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Still have a cough. So Bernardo Silva. I mean, I'm not worried because they have so many players. They have I believe in the La Masia academies, like the Gavis, the Pedris, and the Nico. Plus, you also have Kessie. You still have another year of Busquets. Barcelona will be fine. I feel like people in this whole idea of midfield, I feel like people kind of sometimes we get too caught on about what position players play in the midfield instead of actually thinking about how the midfield function as a whole. I feel like that's something we're gonna see with Barcelona, where like they're gonna be at times where people, and I don't know why people are so like, they're so stuck in this whole notion that the play is this way, he can only play this way. No, that's not how midfield works. That's not how football works. Bernardo Silva is a key example of that. Bernardo Silva can play in so many different positions, and if there's times where I've seen, we've seen the Champions League final where Pep didn't even play with the DM. He had a midfield of Ilkay Gundogan.
And we lost.
But
move on. So you're not making a point. Move on.
No, but then but I get that point. But what I'm saying is like, it's as long as the midfield is functional, but it really doesn't matter specifically how exactly, like if a person plays a DM or if the player is sitting and stuff like that. For example, people will die and say Frank Kessie is not a DM, but Frank Kessie is going to be at times where he's going to play that role. He's going to play that role. So you have Frank Kessie, then you have Busquets, you have Nico that's coming along, that's developing. So you have that. Then you have Pedri, you have Gavi. You lose Frankie De Jong, who cares? You
But
know,
it's not that simple, yes. So let me give you an example, right? Even let's say, for example, like there are times whereby Rodri and Silva play in a pivot,
Mm,
but it's different kind of sixes, whereby Silva will play as the offensive six, whereby Busquets is a defensive six, and it's only for games whereby teams are very quick on the counter,
mm,
right? It's not that he's playing as a DM. It's only it's a DM in out of possession,
mm.
but in
Yeah.
possession he goes back to being an eight.
Yeah.
So yes, player position does matter, especially if you want an effective midfield. You can't just put people wherever and be like, okay, figure it out. So,
No. Done. What I think you misunderstood me. What I don't mean it that way. I think like the thing about we need to understand as fans is players now are becoming more and more multifunctional, where a player can play in different ways.
Like
Multiple
Mount,
positions. Yeah, that's what you
Yeah,
have to
just so
really.
like for example, like
like
how Don
Mount.
Smoke said, like there like if there's gonna like you had to have a player where you can't just be a sitter. You can't just do that. You cannot just be like a for example, the way Angola prior to Sari, Angola Conte, how he was just a destroyer and he would just you can't do that anymore. You have to be more as a midfielder, you know.
Okay, so,
So yeah.
yeah, let me know if you hit the jobs. Okay, so shout out to your boy, Daddy Usu says, Eric sources. Everyone is saying it. Check Twitter.
It is true though.
Mommy Us, Eric is right. What the
What?
heck is that? Okay. J5 is better than FDJ on the better. Okay, let's just move it. I don't want to go out in detail. Alps in the building. Big up Don, Yassier, and Ricardo, man. Shout out to your boy Alps. Shout out to your boy Alps, man. All right, man. Now, guys, this is going to be interesting because I think I'm going to have a different take from everyone else. So, you guys may have heard the news about Mr. Paul Pogba. So let me just back things up to begin with. So Pogba, knee injury. I think it was a meniscus. So the notion was he's gonna have to have surgery and he'll miss the World Cup. So this is like an 8-week long-term thing. So it was like, man, massive blow. And I was like, oh my gosh. I already didn't think France would win the World Cup, but now Pogba not playing, there's even less of a chance they'll win the World Cup. But news broke today that Pogba has opted not to go for surgery because he wants to play the World Cup. And what everybody is saying is, you've already won the World Cup. Why the hell do you want to risk your career, which really, club-wise, has not been that great and very underwhelming? Why would you want to risk your club career by trying to play at a World Cup when you've already won the trophy? It would make sense if you'd never won the World Cup, but the fact that you've already won the World Cup, scoring the World Cup final, why do this? But you know what? I understand where Pogba is coming from. And this is my theory. I feel Pogba accepts that his club career is a failure. And I think Pogba now realizes that it is too much of a course correction for people to look at my club career in a favorable sense. I messed up. I went to United. I stayed at United for far too long. And that is just something that I will forever regret. My club career, it's over in terms of it's being looked upon favorably. It's over. So what he's saying to himself is, what truly gives me joy and when people have appreciated me is France. And it's been at the World Cup or the Euros. So, and Pogba is like, bro, how do I know whether I'll still be in the position where I can play World Cup in another 4 years' time? So Pogba's view is, I know how good this team is. I know how talented this generation is. So from Pogba's point of view is, if I can give you 2 World Cups, I'm sorry, that is extremely rare company. So despite how disappointing his club career is, if Labille can put down 2 World Cup winners' medals down on the table, you've got to look at it a little differently. So that's why I feel that I can understand his thinking. And his thinking is, I just think that Juventus, Guys, think about it. Do the math. Juventus wasn't I want to prove that I'm still that dude. If you want to prove you're still that dude, PSG. Go to PSG. Juventus was, let me just enjoy myself. Let me find myself again. If I win a UCL, cool. But let me find myself again. Let me just be happy again. I don't think Pogba cares about proving himself in the club game. He doesn't care about that. But that World Cup is something that he says, you know what? I have to go out there and still prove myself, because I think that he views what he does for France a lot more seriously and takes it a lot more seriously than anything that he does in the club game. That's my view. Smoke.
I have one name to give you, right?
Uh-oh.
Samuel Umtiti. Right. I don't know if you remember what happened, right? He had a knee injury. The medical team advised him to go for surgery. And he said no, he's gonna do it. He's gonna heal it the natural way through African herbs or whatever.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow.
He said he's not do the natural healing. Look at and he's never been the same player ever since. Right. So it's a big risk for short-term gain, which is not guaranteed. Because there is no guarantee that after he comes back from that whatever process he goes, he might not get injured again and then he's off now for good. Right. So sometimes you have to look at the big picture. Right.
What is the big picture then, Smoke? What is the big picture for Pogba?
The big picture is next year. Forget it's like, yes, you might do that, but then you're done. Like your legs are gone. Then what? And you don't even win the World Cup. So what was it?
See, Smoke, you can't do that. See, Smoke, you see, I don't think France will win the World Cup. Most people don't. But you have to have a thuggish dog mentality. DAWG.
Yeah, same as Mtiti. Mtiti had that thuggish. Look what it got him. Because it was also a knee injury.
Okay, so you're saying that him not going into surgery, he may not be at full physical peak condition come the World Cup in November.
Yes, and he could regurgitate that injury, so then it becomes pointless. It's like he should have done it in the. Because it's a big risk. This is not a. This is a career.
I know it's a risk. I know it's a risk.
Like
but
you're putting your career on the line, and there's no guarantee that you will actually make it into the World Cup.
Eric, what do you say, man? So Pogba thing. Where are you at with this whole thing, man?
I don't know why you came to me, man. Look.
Why? Are you like a Pogba hits or something?
Yeah, I hate his guts. Yeah, of course. That's exactly what it is. No, of course not. Look, Pogba is done, man. Pogba is old news. He's old. It's true. He's old news. I can't say much more than that, to be honest. Pogba, Pogmentary. None of these
Pog injury.
Pog injury. I mean, it's not. His social media is not even like it's not popping off, man.
Eric, as a football fan, forget about Chelsea and everything. As a football fan, you wouldn't want to see Pogba at the World Cup.
No, not this very. Look, Pogba's done. Pogba is finished. The Pogba of 2018 is long gone. He's never coming back. It's over. And for me, if your whole the big thing for the rest of your career is to win the World Cup or to be, do as well as you can, then you may as well just retire now. Because how can your whole motivation be a competition that lasts for like a month? What about the rest of your time? What are you doing? How do you actually prepare for that World Cup if you're not playing well for your team? If you're not in shape, if you're not ready? If he needs surgery, go get his surgery. Like this risk, Don just told you. Don Smoke just told you, look, it's not worth the risk. It makes no sense. For me, it makes no sense. France are not going to win this World Cup. So I don't understand that logic for I don't get it. Honestly, Pogba needs to just try and salvage the rest of his career. That's what he needs to do.
Yes, yeah. Wait, what do you say, man?
I don't. So he's injured. What is his timetable of actually coming back? So he does
with surgery or without surgery?
Without surgery.
They said 5 weeks.
5 weeks. 5 weeks.
So he comes back 5 weeks with an
Without
injury
surgery.
that needs surgery that he's opting out for. You know, there's my father always said you don't make a big decision out of emotion. You don't. Like Don Smoke and Eric are on the money. Like, bro, like you have. Do you not? The question is, do you not care about your career? How much do you care about career? If you don't really care that much about your career, then okay, I get it. Like play your World Cup, just see out your contract in Juve, end up somewhere in the MLS, whatever. But if you really do care about your career, then I just feel like you have to take care of yourself,
No,
man.
but so yes, do you know what it is? Sorry, I'll just go. But because you just put a thought into my mind. Because I go back to the documentary, and how Pogba is very aware of his brand. I want to promote his brand of Pogba and so forth. I'm imagining him hearing the news, the devastation, because he knows that, bro, this is every 4 years, and it is huge. This is Qatar. I know that in Qatar they're gonna promote this thing like crazy. To miss this, specifically for Pogba the brand, would be disastrous. So he knows that for me as Paul Pogba and what I'm trying to do, create by my brand, I have to be there. I can't not miss the amazing marketing opportunity of me performing and being at the World Cup. But as Smoke says and Eric have said, in what condition are you going to be there? And yes, that's what yes, you're in the money. It's emotional because I just know how devastated Pogba would have been hearing that news.
He can go there as an ambassador in crutches, like
Smoke.
No, it's it's actually extremely devastating if you look at it.
It's
as
horrible.
Like it is because he finally, in his own mind, he finally is free from the toxicity of in his mind, right? Of toxicity in United.
At a place he stayed on far too long and was too loyal.
He's free. Everything is good. Everything is looking nice. He's doing his tricks and stuff like that. He's linking up with. He's at Juve. They love him there. They're serenading there. And for something like this to happen, it's so sad, to be honest. But at the same time, it's like it's all about choices. He chose to go to United. He chose to stay for that long. Now he's choosing not to get surgery. It's another choice, So, at the end of the day, it's like good luck. But it's
man, this is a sad story, man.
It is.
What a sad story. Because you look at that him winning the World Cup, going at United, failing at United, staying at United for far too long, finally leaving United, fanfare at Juventus, getting this injury that really rules you out of the World Cup. Now, if you don't go there, and you don't get surgery, and you go there and you underperform, and what if France don't even make it through the freaking groups? Then it's like...
wasn't Mtiti part of that 2018 group that won the World Cup?
Yes.
I think HH, and then I'm going to let Ricardo go. It's like, for me, it's like, and also you got to think about it this way. It's like, France are... it was one of those nations where like France, they're always gonna be the next guy. They're always gonna be. So your spot, as good as you were, Pogba, your spot can be taken like that. Some phenom, some amazing midfielder can come out of nowhere.
No, yes, you're not at this World Cup.
I'm not talking about this World Cup. I'm just talking about like in the near future.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then it's like, say he doesn't do this surgery, his body, is literally slowly but surely is digressing. He's, he cannot be the same. And seeing players literally are chosen ahead of you, I mean, that must be very. I mean, I don't know, man. It's one of those things, It's
a sad still, man. Ricardo, talk to me, man.
With Pogba, you know what? I say fuck it or risk it. No, bro. Like, if we're being honest, bro. Like, I'll ask you guys a question. Okay, Would you rather have glory at your club or glory in your nation?
Glory for the nation, always.
Okay,
All day, every day.
always. That's non-negotiable. You always want to win for your country.
Mhm.
Now, I get the argument that you're gonna risk, right? Bro, every game you play is a risk. Any game you play could be your last. The World Cup is every 4 years. Some people may think like I could understand it if he played for a nation that realistically wasn't going to win the World Cup. Like, don't play. You're not going to win anyways. But he plays for France. So, really, you have a realistic shot at winning the World Cup. So, why wouldn't you play? Look at Umtiti. He could, it was a huge gamble, right? And look, Umtiti was you could argue that year he was the best center back in La Liga. He was a top 3, at worst, top 5 center back in the world. Umtiti was incredible. He risked his knee, pretty much he risked his entire career on a 1-month tournament that would have pretty much cemented his life, his dream. And he did it. It paid off. Regardless of who you are in life, sometimes you make decisions, they don't work out in your favor, and sometimes they do. And Umtiti took that risk. Now, when you talk about French football, that second World Cup, Umtiti may not be a legendary player, but his name is cemented in the history in that French national team. So it doesn't matter how you perceive him. He can die knowing that he won the World Cup, and the rest of his career does not matter. For Pogba, quality player, we all know Pogba, when he plays for the national team, he is 4 times the player he is on the club level. So the risk there, in my opinion, is worth it because in France he's going to perform as he always does. He's consistent there. So, and if you win 2 World Cups as one of the key players in France, he is a key player. Let's not get it twisted. He's a top 3 player on that national team, and you get, in my opinion, I always argue that he's been the best player at that World Cup, and he was the best player at the Euros when they, Mbappe tax. So, and if France is going to win the World Cup, he's going to have to be, again, one of the best players on the team or the best player on the team. To be the best player on 2 World Cup winning teams in a generation where pretty much there's been a lot of quality midfielders, the fact that you won 2 World Cups, not 1, 2 World Cups, that is significant. And nobody can take that away from you. I guarantee you, as Pogba, if he wins the World Cup and his knee, whatever I think is his meniscus, if it shattered into crumbs, he would take that every single day of the week because
But Ricardo, that's the best case scenario, right? You see, even the Mtiti story. Wait. The Mtiti story is great because it worked. But now, if it didn't work out and he didn't win, and career done at like 24, you're an idiot. It's the other way around.
I would have to disagree because I would disagree because
the beauty and tragedy of life. It's a bet. It's a gamble. So my thing is that, are you willing to live with the loss for the chance of getting that win? And people say yes. Smoke. If that was to happen, okay, I'll go to Ricardo. But if that was to happen, Umtiti would still be like, it was worth the risk. So Ricardo drop. Ricardo.
Let's just say Umtiti, for example, right? Let's say he did the surgery. Let's be honest. France had the quality to win that World Cup even without Umtiti. They had depth. So imagine being Umtiti. You take the surgery. France still win the World Cup. Your name is not etched in the history of that French football. Your country still won a World Cup, but you have no contribution towards that World Cup. But everybody knows the quality that Umtiti was. It could be the same thing with Pogba. Yes, you may look like an idiot if you don't win the World Cup and now you've ruined your career. But I'm sorry, I guess my perspective in life is that if you're a man, you are obligated as a man to take risk, even if it comes at a significant loss. That's what literally a man is. And Pogba is in the highest echelon. You live and die by the decisions you make. If it means it's the end of his career with no second World Cup, right? Don't get me wrong. It would be his second World Cup. Even if he fails, he can say he won the World Cup. Bro. Like, it is what it is. But if he wins 2 World Cup, he dared to be great. He sacrificed his career. To me, it's worth it.
Ricardo, I
Disney
agree with you.
Plus.
Take risk,
Disney
but
Plus.
there's calculated risk. My thing is this: the nature of his injuries, he might not even make it onto the field, and
For
he's
sure.
relapsed the injury. Then what?
But he might come back, relapse the injury, not go to the World Cup, or he could take the surgery and not even be at the World Cup. Regardless of what decision he makes, he's running the risk of not even playing the World Cup. So you might as well run the risk of the one that gives you a chance to play at the World Cup.
So is the World Cup more important than your elongating your footballing career?
Yes. If Messi wins the World Cup, you don't think he'll be comfortable retiring tomorrow?
Yeah, because he's won everything at club level. So
it doesn't matter. You can tell a player who's never won. If Harry Kane won the World Cup with England, he could retire tomorrow knowing he's fine. He's never won anything in his career.
No, I understand that. That sentiment is good, right? You only live you only live once is good when you're still young, right? And there isn't much consequences of you failing. Like he has a family as well that he has to. So I'm saying there's too many things that have to go well for it to be a great move.
Yeah, like I feel like
hold on. I just
Hold
want to say one quick. I want to say one thing quickly.
Quickly. I'll put out a poll. So guys, put it because I want to hear what the streets and the community think about. Should he or should he not take the risk at all? So guys, vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Ricardo, go for it.
We keep saying that there's a lot of money on the line, and he has family, blah blah. Like, are we ignoring the fact that these footballers are paid an extreme amount of money? Not even to mention, we only know what Pogba gets paid on his player contract. He has a massive Adidas sponsorship. So in a sense, like, even if he doesn't work out, his family's gonna be fine. Like, let's be honest, his family's gonna be fine. These guys get paid ridiculous amount of money. Pogba has made more money in his career than he was actually worth. Everybody knows at Manchester United, the ROI on Paul Pogba was not worth it. The only person who benefited was Paul Pogba's bank account. So it doesn't matter. He could retire tomorrow. His family's set for generations. So, I mean, it's not even a question of money, in my opinion. You have to take the risk. I'm sorry. Like, to be in that category of a two-time World Cup winner, and especially not like Brazilian.
Ricardo, how likely is that? Come on, Ricardo, they're gonna look.
Let me ask. Wait, let me ask you a question.
Like, oh well, how likely are we to win?
Look. I've said I would concede the point if Pogba represented a nation that realistically did not have a chance of winning the World Cup, but he does represent that. So it's worth.
You know how hard it is to win a World Cup.
But he's done it before.
He's done it before. But see, yes, you're talking from losers mentality. Let's be real. I say France
haven't won a trophy in 6 years, man. What do you think?
See. I'm saying France are not winning because I believe in the World Cup cause, and I just think that it's just a rarity. But let's not get it twisted. France are gonna, if everybody is fit, they're going to be one of the most talented teams of the World Cup, and they'll be one of the best teams. France at their best, nobody beats that team in 90 minutes. Now, the question is, can they be at their best? But if France play at their best and to their optimum, there is no team that can beat them in 90 minutes.
You said hold the course, bro.
I think you're missing my point. My point is not him taking the risk, but the nature of the injury we're talking about.
Yeah.
This is a career-ending injury. Had it been something else, right, and it's not your knee, because if your knee is gone, you're done. You finished. Like,
it's a meniscus tear, right?
That's my thing. Take risk, yes, but look at also the nature of the injury we're talking about.
Yeah, it's his knee, HH2. It's a meniscus, right?
Let's not get it twisted. Paul Pogba is what, 30? What is he? 30?
I think it's 29. 30.
Okay, so even if he has, even if he loses his knee, he's still rather young and in a physical peak. In the Serie A, remember, he plays in the Serie A. This is the geriatric league. He'll be fine.
You can't just get a new knee. What is this?
Stem cell surgery, man. Come on.
Let's move to our last. But before we move to the last one, so I was asking the streets about it. So let me even end this poll and see what people voted in. So should Pogba take the risk or have surgery? 15% said tough call. 38% say take the risk. 46% say nah, get surgery.
Wait, can you read the percentage again?
So 15% said tough call. 38% said take the risk. 46% say get surgery.
Yeah, 46% of these guys are losers, let me tell you.
No, they understand the nature of knee injuries.
Bro. They're losers. Loser mentality.
No, they know they have one knee. Like you're not gonna get a new knee. You can't go order a new knee.
You
Bro,
know,
you got so much money, just chop off your leg and get a prosthetic leg.
see, Ricardo's the type of guy who said, "Bro, just ice it, bro. Just walk it off."
Okay, so wait, look, let's get this. So Talents FC, this is spelling like R902. Pogba carries France. #dot.
Whoa.
No. See, what happened to R9? And again, unless you want to puke, I don't think you want to look at what happened to his knee for Inter Milan. But Ronaldo's knee exploded. It literally shattered into bits. So his thing was, no, you don't. Has been like what R9 did, what Ronaldo did in 2002 was godly. It was divine intervention because he had no business being able to even walk or operate after his knee literally exploding and so forth. So that was serious. So that was a whole crazy thing. But
How
look,
did your
man,
knee explode? Like, how did that even happen?
do you know what I think it is? He was pushing his body so hard physically and so forth. His body just couldn't take the intensity. So basically, if you look at the photo, you just see bits of bone just shatter. So the bones in his knee just shattered.
Wait, can I ask Don Smoke and Yasir a question because they're really opposed to what I said. Let's say Pogba and France didn't win the World Cup the last time. Would you say it's worth the risk then, knowing that if you don't go, you'll never win the World Cup?
No. I'm saying I would understand if he made that decision, right? Because it will be something that's career defining. But if you've already won it, then it's more of you're looking for more glory. It's like you're looking for like a bonus. You understand it? Had it been they have never won, and like this is my last chance. Okay, fine, that makes sense. But if you've won it already, bro, it's like it's not.
He's daring to be great, man. He is daring
Ricardo,
to be
for
great.
me,
No. So did you know what it is? Maybe
Wait,
you know.
let me ask a
but,
question.
maybe I'm just being selfish because I'm so pissed that he wouldn't be there. So maybe it's just me being selfish.
No, I personally love greatness, but I want to ask, what in history, right? I'm sure there is, but can somebody name me a 2-time winning World Cup midfielder that actually contributed? Not like, so first time on the bench like Ronaldo, and then like second time he scored 9 Gs. Like actual midfielders that were essential to both, or crucial to both.
I mean, after see who played in that 58-62 Brazil.
And that's the crazy part is that's probably the only team that has a midfielder.
Wait, Eric, what is it? Eric, what is it?
Yeah, when you mentioned the Brazil team, I remember when you were saying that Rivalino was better than Pele in the fight. I was like,
oh no, 1970.
Yeah,
he was.
No.
He was.
No.
Like, bro, watch the game. Like I said, in that final.
I watched the game. Look,
bro, in that final, Rivalino was outstanding.
Yeah. Look, for me, Pele is my goat. In case you didn't know, Pele is my goat. So
Maradona, look, this is the goat. Look, they're both there. Actually, sorry, let me get this thing. So AR back at Arsenal. Silva goes to Barca, but for the love of God, don't smoke, man. So better make it difficult. Shout out to Umtiti. Also, Felix to Barca rumors won't go away. Nah. Athletic
Bro, John Felix is a baller.
Alps. Wasia respect. Yasia speaks fluent trash. Oh, sorry. Yasia speaks fluent trash. AR back at Arsenal. Kaka made a similar decision in 2010 with Madrid and the World Cup. Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Kaka had like a knee injury when he moved.
Oh, yeah, that's why he wasn't so good for Madrid. Yeah. Fly Gulag. HH. My gay classmate said to you, respect. Okay, Fly. All right. Thank you, Gulag. Thank you. Alps. I'm with Smoke on this one. This is not Disney Plus.
Yeah, HH. I thought you didn't subscribe to it.
Whimsical thoughts. Hate to bust your bubble. France is not winning the World Cup. But having said that, without Pogba, France is definitely not winning the World Cup.
Yeah.
But you can't have that losing. I don't think they'll win the World Cup, but you have to have that strong mentality of, I want to prove people wrong. People don't think we can defend this title because it's only been done once. All right, let's try and prove people wrong. All right, final topic here, guys. Guys, I want to know.
I want to know.
No. Yes, yeah. Don't start thinking because yes, yeah. I actually blame you.
What did I do?
Yes, yeah. What happened to Alexis Sanchez? And is your club to blame for this?
I mean,
because my thing is that, so in case you guys don't know, so Alexis Sanchez, again, who you may say, okay, who the hell is that guy? played for Inter Milan. Him and Inter have come to a mutual agreement to terminate his contract. And I think him now might be heading to Marseille. And when I just saw this tweet, I was like, what a fall. Hands up. At a point, yes. I rated Alexis Sanchez over Hazard.
You did?
Eric, I did. I rated Alexis Sanchez. No, look, this was pre-2018 World Cup. 2018 World Cup, that's when he became Zad. So this was pre-Zad. But bro, at a point, Sanchez was world class. He's one of the best guys in the world.
Yeah.
But ever since he moved to Man United, that was where things began to go really badly. And ever since then, that guy who was literally a one-man wrecking ball for Chile, he was amazing for Udinese, he was still damn good for Barcelona, and he was outstanding for Arsenal, where he literally was carrying Arsenal single-handedly. He moves to United, and bro, you don't go back. So yes, what did your club do to Alexis Sanchez, bro?
No, it's not what our club did. It's what he did. I said Alexis Sanchez moved to United because of the money. He was a most well-paid player in the entire Premier League. The guy was getting paid 500k pounds, British pounds per week. He had an opportunity to go to Manchester City. Pep wanted him desperately, but he wanted the money. So he goes to Man United. He goes to your GOAT Mourinho, was a manager there, and everything falls apart. We've seen this too many times when a player chose the wrong career decision because of money. That's what he did. And one thing is, like, you have to own up to it. Like, he got the bag. He secured the bag when he went to Inter as well, because Man United, we agreed to pay off all his wages. So we're continuing to pay his wages while he was at Inter.
Wait, so he moved only because of money, and he paid
100%.
only because of money, not because he wanted to be a better.
100%.
No, but yes, how does the guy that we saw at Arsenal, who gives 300%, slowly change his mentality and viewpoints once he moves to United? Something doesn't make sense there, bro.
No, I think he got. There's a period. No, come on, like, this guy is not a born and bred North Londoner. He's not from the. Like, come on, he got bought from Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
He came to Arsenal. He did his thing at Arsenal, but for Arsenal, it was never a long-term thing for him. And then I think at this point, it's kind of obvious that it got to a point where Arsenal kind of became redundant for him, and he just wanted to leave. He wanted to leave. I wanted to leave in the summer. He almost signed for Manchester City that summer, but for whatever, I don't know exactly what happened, but he didn't. And there's actually the AFTV interviews where they say, if Sanchez leaves, then I won't blame him. Like, there's like after they get thrashed by I believe it was like Liverpool or something like that. But then December, I believe Man City was in it for him again. He was going to sign for Manchester City, but Man United came in and told him, hey, listen, we will pay you 500k per week. We tossed money at him, and he lost his whole sense. He lost his mind. Similar, like, we've seen this with so many players. We've seen a lot of players that do this. Oscar, they literally came out with an interview saying that.
Yes,
bro,
don't compare Sanchez to Oscar.
No, but
Oscar
I'm just saying, like,
he literally derailed his career by moving to China purely for the bag, bro. Come on,
but
bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like, Oscar literally came out and said, listen, I know people. He literally came out with quotes, literally saying that people are never gonna understand my decision, but I got a bag that I couldn't refuse. Like you said, at the end of the day, this is a job, and I don't care what anything Alexis Sanchez says. He left for the bag. He was the best played player in the entire league. No one was getting paid more than him. Not a single human being. So come on, let's be honest with ourselves. Yes, you can say Man United ruined him, all that stuff, but at the end of the day, he chose to go there for the bag. And at the end of the day, we all know if a player goes for the bag instead of the footballing reasons, it never works out,
Smoke, do you agree with this, man? That it wasn't United that ruined him. He ruined himself by just going for the bag. I think that's complete BS, because I know the kind of player that Sanchez was and the kind of person he was.
I think there's part and part in the sense that the biggest lesson here is the grass isn't always greener. That's the first lesson, right? On a player's part. And I feel even Hazard will have a similar feeling, in the sense that just because you're thriving at one club and they may be underperforming, doesn't mean that if you go to another club, you're also going to thrive, right? So, yes, United have ruined almost every attacker that has gone there. We saw with Di Maria, with Depay. The list goes back. It's long, right? But I think for the play, it's easier to some players that they big fish in small ponds, and they feel as if they deserve to be at a bigger club, not knowing that at a bigger club they'll just be a small fish, right? Because the thing is this: if most of the times if you are the best player in your team, it could be that you are really this amazing player, or the guys around you are just shit. And when you go to a team where you have players of that same caliber or better, you're not gonna shine as much. And some players, they thrive when they are the main guy, right? Grealish is also an example, right? Whereby when he's the go-to man, they thrive. Sanchez too at Arsenal, when he was the go-to man, whereby everything for them to win it was
all
upon
over him,
him,
yeah.
he thrived. We saw the same with Hazard at Chelsea. When he was the go-to man, he thrived. But if you go to a team whereby almost everyone is the go-to guy, then I don't think you really get to perform. And some players are just like they deserve to be at a club where they are the best player. And for me, that's Sanchez.
Ricardo, man. Alexis, man.
I would have to agree with Yasir. If I'm looking at Alexis Sanchez, like he had somewhat of a good career at Barcelona, and then obviously because they had to make way for Luis Suarez, he eventually was a sacrificial lamb. He went to Arsenal. He had a great career there. Obviously, didn't necessarily win anything, if I recall. Maybe a FA Cup.
No, I think they won the FA Cup.
I mean, the FA Cup. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think when everybody thinks about Alexis Sanchez, they remember what a quality player he was for that time he was there, and I have to agree with you here. Like, I think he had the opportunity to go to a better institution at the time, which was Manchester City, and play for a better club and actually win something when he was still a quality, because he left Arsenal when he was at the top of his game.
Yeah.
And I think for Alexis Sanchez, like, he probably saw the opportunity to go to Manchester United to opt out for the best possible contract he could get based on the time he was playing at the level he was playing at. So, look, the money he got offered at Manchester United, you kind of be an idiot to refuse the amount of money that was being offered.
And also, you've seen Alexis Sanchez's place. You know exactly where he came from as a kid. So
exactly, and I think that's just typical South American mentality, to be honest. Like, I can't. Did somebody mention Oscar? Like, at the end of the day, it's just a job. It's just a job. Like, for a lot of these guys, like, let's be honest. Like, he played at Barcelona, which was probably the pinnacle of, in terms of South American, type of player where they want to head to. He went to Arsenal, played in the Premier League, had a great stint there. He won Copa America with Chile twice. So, I mean, did he really have some sort of desire of actually winning something at the club level? I'm pretty sure he would have rather have won a Copa America with Chile being their first ever Copa America title, opposed to winning the Champions League. At the end of the day, I think he generally just took the money. And that's on him. Like, he couldn't replicate the level. Now, obviously, you can say that, well, Manchester United weren't really a stable institution at the time, but at the same time, I don't think he necessarily put 100% at United, and that's what resulted.
All right, let's hit this debate before we get out of here, man. Football breakdown. Rivaldo was the best player on that team. Yes, but R9 was the key player for the team as well. Like, Rivaldo was probably the best, but the key man, the real linchpin, was a boy R9 who came clutch. Lad, Pogba will end up like Götze. No need to risk it. I think Pogba has done more to be remembered more fondly than Mario Götze, though. He'll be remembered a lot more fondly. But look, I said again, look, I get it. I get it. It's just that maybe just me being selfish because I just want to see Pogba at the World Cup. So it's just my.
I'm not allowed to HE scoring that goal till today haunts me. So I don't know. But yeah,
Götze.
Yeah, Götze. Yeah, I mean, that's such an iconic. Like, that goal, it literally sent like wavelength because like
it's a World Cup winning goal when people thought Messi was there.
that's my point. So it's like
he may have a beautiful career, but bro, like in 30, 40 years time, guys will say like, oh, you were the guy that scored that. Not just any, that's World Cup winning goal, bro. That's priceless, my guy.
Yeah.
Marvin Borke says Ricardo is talking like Pogba isn't going to be not going to be a handicapped player at the World Cup with such a big injury. He may even be a liability and then gets to end his career. No, look.
That's the whole point of it all. It's a risk.
It's a risk. It's a risk, man.
No, he'll be like Ronaldo cheering the team from the sideline. Crutches and putting crutches up.
But let's be honest, Ronaldo is the one who gets the most credit for the thing. Despite
there you go.
Bro, he gets the most credit even though HH every day comes on and says Eder attacks.
Wait. Yes, Eder gave him life. Eder,
No.
He owes his international career to Eder.
Look, can we be honest? About one thing?
What?
Does anybody know any other Eder goal in his career?
No.
But Ricardo, we don't need to.
That might be his only goal of his
priceless
career.
goal in Portuguese history. It's the
No,
most
of
priceless goal in
course,
Portuguese
that
history.
might be the only goal of his career.
You know what's so crazy about it? Because like that whole tournament, France destroyed every team.
Yeah.
France was just balling. They that final, they outclassed Portugal. That goal came out of nowhere.
Yes. Ask Didier Deschamps why he took a Mexican league defender called Gignac instead of Benzema. That's why they lost to Portugal in that final. All right. That's
You want to World Cup.
To be fair, he almost scored at the last minute too.
Almost enough. Benzema would have scored. So there you go.
Benzema was trash around that time.
Sanchez gassed out with Arsenal. Did you see how he was working at Arsenal? Too much work rate. No, he's South American. Look at what he looks like. His thighs are built of boulders. He didn't gas himself out. Hearing what you guys are now saying, I am now maybe beginning to believe that maybe he did just go for the bag. There's nothing of him being gassed out. I don't think it was like, okay, look, I've done what I've done. I'm out. Deuces. So, all right. Talents FC. He was on a decline before moving to United. No, he wasn't. And United needed a number 7. They failed to get Griezmann in the summer, and that ruined Martial. I'm not sure Mo wanted him. Sanchez was not on a decline. He was not on a decline. Literally, before he moved, the guy was still money. Like the guy was still amazing. So
Pep won't want you on a decline, man.
Yeah, nah, he wasn't on a decline. Look, maybe he just chose the cash. But guys, we'll be back here on Thursday because Thursday will be previewing Arsenal against Palace. We're here. It is here. The EPL
Bro,
is
I
here.
can't wait.
Chelsea against Everton. We better beat those Lampard boys, and let's pray West Ham can offer us the first big upset, so we can get Pep out the paint, man. So again, guys,
Fed Frank could win.
I dare him to. Guys,
but
please, before you leave, please drop a like. Like that video before you leave. Please drop a like before you leave. I really appreciate it. If you can, please just drop a like before you leave. Yes, what you say?
You said West Ham upset Man City. Do you know Man City lost the first game of the season, right? Last season, and they still won the league. They lost to Tottenham.
Yes, yeah. Any shred of hope that I can claim.
There's no hope. Just allow it. There's no hope.
Nobody.
No one
wants
come
Pep
to life
in
November, December.
Smoke. No one wants Pep winning 3 in a row.
I don't like your name. I don't like your half
guys,
hope. I don't like
peace out. Stay
don't
true.
have
See you
hope.
guys Thursday. Peace out.